Hello, beautiful people. Thank you for joining. Hello from New York. Hello. Hey, Simon. Michael. Thank you. It is a stormy, for those who was asking, I hope you're well. It is a stormy day today, inside and outside. There's a lot of rain, and I'm really praying that the internet connection will function well. Sweet Tatiana, Sophia, thank you for joining. The moon is gone. So yeah, it can be very felt very strongly. I can even see from some reason I have one side in light and one side a little bit with less light. I will try to do something maybe to support it. Hey Laura, sweetheart, thank you for joining. Alyssa, I see you. Yeah, that could be supported a little bit. Good. We're going to do a little something. Darshana, welcome. We're going to do something a little different today. Actually, two things that I would like to do different because of the weather of this storm and the moon. Well, thank you, Jennifer. I just got a compliment. Tokyo, hello. Beautiful Vitor. You're welcome. I get so many emails. This event was we're at day 6 today, and it is an extraordinary experience to do those sessions with you. I'm very happy that I could share that. I'm very happy that Spirit guided me to do this together with you. People are asking many questions and also sharing many things through emails and DM, etc. So some pieces of clarity before we dive is that in the teaching of light language, that this is part of the celebration of light language that I will be teaching soon. The teachings of light language are codes. Those deep teaching and rich, I would even say, at least it feels so rich within me when I share it. The deep teaching are not part of the Curanderos teaching and are not part of light language. What we learn with light language, what you will learn with light language, or you already have learned for those who already, I see some teachers even here. Hey, Tzachi, sweetheart. Is we learn the colors, we learn the shapes, we learn what they signify, we learn the qualities and the energies that each frequency and each geometry is carrying with it, and we learn how to create intentional combinations to be emitted to the space and time, whether those are single combinations like one that you receive actually every day. Today you will receive 2 if you already opened your email, and the other is you learn how to create constellations of energies. So you learn to create 7-shape grid, which this is something that you will receive today in level 1, and you learn how to create 49-shape grid, which you received in the first 3 days. So this is the teachings that comes, the teachings that I share are things that evolved within me and became clearer and clearer to me as I was walking in my spiritual path. And of course, the main, I don't know if to tell it a tool, but the thing that I'm aligned the most with on the practical level is the Curanderos teaching, the light language teachings. Yes, in the teachings, you really learn code by code and you learn to create the communication and the combination for you to use it in your daily life and to create the combination that you need to manifest what you wish to experience. There was an online webinar, Reality Speaks, few days ago, 2 or 3 days ago, which was brilliant, one of the best that I've gave until now. And if you would like to have the recording of it, so you are welcome to send an email to hello to Germany, and Teresa Gonzalez also hello. We will write afterwards, but it's write an email to hello@homaya.org and ask to receive the recording if you would like to uh, to listen to that again. And if you would like, we're contemplating if to do another Reality Speaks, another session. So if you would like that, please let me know, and I will be giving this session again. In Reality Speaks, I explain about manifestation. I explain about manifestation with light language, which is super different from the law of attractions or any other types of playing with universal laws. We do relate to universal laws in light language, yet it is not, it is far away from being the law of attraction. It's really not the thing. So, yeah, I will speak a little bit more about light language and light language initiation. That will be in February. I will speak more about that toward the end of this gathering, of this event today. And as I said, I would like to do two things a little bit different today. So one is because of the stormy's energies that are felt, I would like to do today a consecration out loud together with you, and that would be an experience also for you, for those who do not know what it is consecration, or you don't practice it, etc. We actually, Tatiana, also here, I can see you are actually offering the fruits of what comes here and what is created here to the divine consciousness, and that puts us in a greater alignment towards all that is being delivered. So let's start with doing a consecration to the out loud, and for this consecration I invite you to close your eyes. And don't close your eyes like this is something without any attention or awareness. Close your eyes like it is, like you are entering a space, an inner space, as you are, I love to say it as like you are covering yourself with a beautiful blanket, a magical blanket that automatically, with closing your eyes, this blanket pulls you within. And take another deep breath, feeling the energies in your body and calling everything back in, all of your bits and pieces, your thoughts, the things that you're occupied with, the things that you care for, the things that are taking space in your mind. With your breath, you calm yourself down and you let everything comes back in. All the wandering pieces. Yeah, very good. And feel how you are grounded within. Yeah, you can be grounded to earth, but ground yourself within. Your roots are alive and your roots are strong. And you feel comfortable to be fully the one that you are. And then feel the connection. And for this specific event, you, of course, feel the connection to the divine consciousness, but also feel the connection to me and to each and every one who's seeing it now and beyond time and space. Those who will see it in half an hour, in 2 days, or in 5 years. Feel this connection, feel this net. Feel the one, that all the particles of this net are essential for it to be. Take another deep breath, and with intention, open your crown even more, open your heart even more. I call into the space and into the presence of our consciousness, my masters and my masters' masters. I call my spirit guides and your spirit guides. The Ascendance Masters, the angelic vibration, the archangels, and the pure divine light. To be with us in a significant way as we gathered here today to open our consciousness to evolve as one and to welcome irreversible positive shifts of consciousness. I consecrate and dedicate the fruits of this session to the divine consciousness, which is perceived as the essence of our being, and I declare that we are here as love, as truth, we're here as joy and as peace. And as such, it is naturally emanated and permeated to all that surrounds us, to each other, to all being on planet Earth, the planet itself, and the entire cosmos, and we are grateful for that. We are honored and grateful. Thank you. And as you are opening gradually your eyes, bring awareness to the level of light and to your level of energy. Welcome, beautiful people. Sweet. So, there's a download that is coming with each session. Today is session number 6, and this session is dedicated to building and establishing healthy love chords. And every session has its energy and its download and its unique processes, we can say, alignment processes, adjustment processes, and of course the wisdom that comes with it. And what I would like to do today is to give you some teaching, and hopefully, I do not promise that, but hopefully to leave some time for Q&A. So in the spiritual teachings and in different practices, there's a lot of teachings about detachment or non-attachment and about cutting the cords. And whether we're talking about non-attachment or whether we're talking about cutting cords, Of course, they are relating to two different things. The non-attachment primarily is relating to allowing things to happen and not getting attracted to defining them and following them. So the non-attachment is mainly non-attachment to the waves of your thoughts, to the currency of your thoughts, and whatever your mind is presenting to you on a daily basis, we can say constantly. Yeah. So, but also when we are relating to that, when we look at non-attachment, we must continue from that to allowing things to happen. You know, it is naturally will evolve from that. Allow things to happen. Don't try to grab everything, or don't try to be possessed, and do not have possessions about whether it is thoughts or flowers or even intimate relationship, etc. And when we're talking about cutting cords, which is also a practice that is very much known and very important. Yeah, it is super important to be able to cut the cords with that which is irrelevant anymore, that which doesn't serve you anymore, that which completed the story with you, whether it is a situation, because you also need to cut cords with situations, with life experiences, something that happened to you in the past, etc. But it will also be good to cut the cords, of course, with people and with places. So those are two important practices. Yet I find a lack in the sense that I've never participated in a class where we have some teachings about how to cultivate, how to maintain, how to build, how to create healthy cords. Now, we are living, unfortunately, in a time where we are very much connected. You know, here today I have seen people from Mexico, from Tokyo, from New York, for sure I see from Israel and Portugal and Germany. And Maria Luisa, I don't know where she is, but maybe she's here and maybe she's in Brazil. Yeah, so I can see that there's so many people from all around the world, and we are lucky. It's really amazing to be able to live in a time like that we are bridging time and space very easily. Through technology, and of course with that our subtle senses are also opening up, and our ability to tune and to connect is expanding. The energy field is very more demanding. You need to invest more care and self-love and self-care to maintain your energy field strong and vivid and really big as it is. It is not as it was before. Energies field are completely changing because of technology and the time that we are living. Telepathic possibilities and movements are completely changing. There's so many things that are changing. So of course there's a lot of connections, but there's also a big level of loneliness, because the organic connection between one to the other is Ireland. Hey, Sophia, yeah, I saw you before today. Yeah, so the organic connection between one person to another, the one which is based on smell, on electromagnetic exchanges, on recognition and recognitions, on touch, on taste, on exchanging juices, or all of the things that are happening when we are together as humans in one space. This is breaking apart. And more as adults and as children, we are becoming more and more lonely. Excuse me for pointing that word very clear, but we're becoming more and more lonely. Each one is very much living in his own realm, there is such a demand because of technology for things to be very fast, very rapid, and really to adjust very quickly. So you are in a constant need to take care of so many things in your life, and less time to spend really together, hand in hand, heart to heart, hugging, kissing, holding hands, walking together. The loneliness, it could be less experience for those here that are in some communities or having some regular classes that they are taking and they find way to connect. But you can see also how the amount of divorce is increasing and how different combinations of family, which is no longer the nuclear family that was here 50 years ago and 70 years ago, and of course way before that. It is not that strong as it was. And please take a deep breath. So I feel that in that time, a teaching about how to build healthy love cords is essential. And what we will learn today is a drop. It's just a little drop about that. But hopefully, if I will have the support that is needed, I would like to create a big, long class about that. So if you would be kind, share with me, what do you feel it is a cord? What a cord is made of and what creates cords? What do you feel? No clarity. Yeah. Past experiences, harmony. Thank you. Very good. Everything create cords. Karma. Yeah. Threads of light. Cords are threads of light. And if we would like to relate to it in qualities, imagine the cord is empathy. Thank you. Imagine the cord is created by qualities. What would be the qualities that will create cords? Expectations, I would not say that they create cords. No. Sharing creates cords. Agreements creates cords. Souls, and under soul I put karma, past life experiences or past experiences. Love creates cords. An energy connection that is beneficial or not. Okay, so we can say an energy connection. It creates with thoughts. I am not sure that cords can be created with thoughts, and I will explain a little bit more why. Intense emotions create cords, definitely, like and mutual experiences with intense emotions create cords. Exchange of experiences, beautiful, Teresa, so true. Desire create cords. I would not say desires create cords. So someone said he have lost me for a moment. Well, I don't feel you can lose me anymore in your life. Mutual experiences, yeah. Depends on the cords we are creating. Sophia, you are relating to if it is beneficial or not. Well, the chords, when they are created originally, they are beneficial. They would not be, they will not have the energy to create this currency if they will not be beneficial and if there will not be a reason. We need to cut them when the, let's say, the experience is completed. Open heart, trust. Would trust create chords? I wouldn't say. Magnetism and electricity, okay. Time together, yes, time together and sharing experiences together, love, of course, mutual experiences, all of that creates chords. Yes, mutual experience is something very important for chords creating. But I'd like to add some things, and especially when we are focusing. So all that you said, I was feedbacking it while I was reading it. And if we are focusing now on creating, sharing, just a minute, I want to see attachments. Well, attachment is a very deep word, and we will need to see what do we mean when we say attachment. So I'm not putting that in this pool now. If thoughts can create thought forms, then they can create chords. No? Well, that, Pearl, thank you for bringing that, but that for me is opening a whole big thing. Thoughts are, for chords, let's say like that. For a chord to be created, an exchange needs to happen. A chord will not be able to be alive, to be a chord, if he would not connect from one place to the other place with an agreement and a currency that goes back and forth. So a thought by itself will not be able to weave a chord to become a chord. What some people are doing, and some of them are doing it intentionally, some of them are doing it unintentional, without intention, is that you can send a thought, and then you might receive a thought back, and then you can send another thought and have some telepathic exchange, mental telepathic exchange, because also for telepathy, there's a lot of aspects. So you can have some mental telepathic exchange, and it can create a chord. What would be the quality of the chord? If this chord will be very still, let's say, still able to create an exchange, I am not that 100% positive about that. It would not be a strong chord, and of course it will not be a healthy chord. It will be more something which is similar to brainwash, but not necessarily a chord. That will be, the mind and thought are able to project and imprint. Chord is something else. It brings other quality. Okay, partnerships create chords, and chords create partnerships. So if we're talking about, let's focus and gather our attention towards creating healthy love chords. Healthy love chords will, of course, be created by love, but our embodiment of love is not as, let's say, is not bringing love to its fullest, especially when we are talking about relationship and we're talking about being connected. When we are relating to establishing love chords, there are several qualities that allow this chord to be built or not. And they are apart from love, because as I said, love is something that is really, it is so rich and so evolved that in intimate relationship, sometimes there is a light connection that is happening, and streams of pure love are flowing. But it would not be enough for a chord, even that will not be enough for a chord to be built. there would be other qualities that needs to come and needs to join in. One of them is appreciation. Another would be curiosity. And another would be respect. And please breathe. Of course, for the core to be established and evolve, and for the core to grow, we need that to become to be one with life and to have mutual experiences. But the qualities that are essential for a love cord to be created are also appreciation, curiosity, and respect. Cords mean that there is an exchange of energy back and forth. There is a mutual agreement to be connected. It could be from past life, or it could be a situation that cord will be, as I said, ignited so quickly because we have done something together. We went to experience. We shared the same emotion. But if we would like to create friendships, if we would like to establish healthy relationships, if we would like to have good relationship with the people who are working with us, if we would like to have to meet our partner, our life partner, to be able to establish intimate relationship, then those little but not necessarily little aspects must come into play next to love. Of course, next to passion, next to so many other things that all of us brought here. People here, vulnerability allows connection, definitely, and vulnerability, honesty, intimacy, etc., etc. But if I want to relate really for the time that we still didn't do anything together, we're just there meeting each other, we just crossed the road, we just sit next to each other and took a coffee, we just got together and we would like to create a new project together, we would like to know each other more. We would like the cord to become a cord of love. We would like the cord not to be a cord just of passion or possessiveness or illusionary attraction or whatever that, you can put that. Or also cords can, of course, be created if there is an exchange of how would I say, something that is serving you, okay? So you will serve me, I will serve you, and this cord will be created. But we're not talking about that cords, and not today. We're talking about cords that can be established and can be maintained and can grow and evolve. One of the reasons that I was deciding to do this learning or bringing attention, bringing awareness to establishing healthy love cords is because, of course, some of the people were asking and they said to me, yeah, for intimate relationship, for friendship, etc., etc. One person was saying, teach me about love. And I said, what do you mean about love? There's so many things to say about love. What do you mean by that? And she said she have seen two people that were, one of them is working with me and another one was working with me for a long time. And she said, they are so in love with you. What is it there that made this love happen? How could it be that you are working with people and there's the love is the connection beyond everything? And honestly, I was not thinking about it until that moment that she really put it there. And then I started to contemplate and I said, okay, but there is qualities there that are very similar to the qualities that I have in my relationship with my partner. They're very similar to the qualities that I feel towards my masters. And those qualities are allowing a gradual revelation with a complete respect of what each and every one can contribute to the connection itself. Because chords mean there is a connection. And please breathe. Someone before was saying that expectation creates chords. And I would say expectation, here, Smadar, which worked with me, and you know, she have a chamber in my heart, like there's a whole palace in my inner kingdom just for her. Because this is it, and those who learn with me also knows that once you get in class with me completely, I'm in love with you. I really cannot hold that, because there are no expectation. There are no expectation. Instead of that, there is a curiosity. When two people are complete strangers, and they might have a long past lives together, whatever they had experience, or the contract that they signed to get together in this lifetime. How many of you have met people that you have contract with them, and you feel that you had contract with them in past lives, and you feel the magnetism of this relationship, but it doesn't hold 1 month, 1 month, 2 weeks. It goes into two different directions. It's like and it stays something really, even like something painful. So two strangers, and we're getting more and more we're like strangers in the world. Two complete strangers are getting together. What will allow the connection to evolve? What will establish, this connection? If there will be a level of complete neutrality, free from any expectation, and in any expectation, I'm putting minus even, 0 expectation, no title is being given to the person in front of you, whether it is male, female, if you feel attracted to it or not attracted, if you feel that he has gold in his hand offering that to you, or whatever, 0 expectation. Instead of that, there is a complete respect. And please breathe. And the respect could be to the person itself. Yeah? You can respect another being, what he wants or what you do, but you can respect yourself, and the other person. You respect the time that things need to take. You respect the entire life that you have lived until now, and you will live in the entire life that the other person is having. You respect his complexities, and you acknowledge that the one that is in front of you is carrying complexities, gifts, challenges, fears, visions, dreams. It's a galaxy. You're not meeting a person, you are meeting a universe. And you have no idea who is in front of you. Never, ever brainwash yourself and convince yourself that you know who's in front of you. Instead of that, move yourself into a place of humbleness, into a place of respect, where you respect your desires, your wishes, but you also respect that although that there's some attractions and some connections and some similarity, and maybe even a wish to get together, whether it is to read one book or to learn something or to do a project or whatever, we're talking about parallel universes here that are exchanging. And please breathe. The respect to the rhythm, the respect to the needs, the respects to the doubts, the respects to the confusion, the respect to the longing, the desire, the passion, everything. Your universe, there's another universe. And if you'd like to hold space for healthy love chords to be created, let them be. Let them be. I'm not talking about an old-fashioned respect where I need to speak with you kindly and to have some distance and maybe to hold myself or something like that. This is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking, yeah, get involved, get together, exchange, drinks each other juices, whatever you need to do together, okay. But you respect the waves and you respect yourself. You honor yourself, you appreciate yourself, and you appreciate the other person. We're becoming so handicapped in the way that we are meeting each other that people are getting so fearful when someone else is expressing something that might be translated as rejection. And please breathe. We're not used to intimacy. We are not trained to intimacy. It is frightening to be vulnerable. It is challenging to be really intimate. So don't rush into intimacy. Allow intimacy to come in gradually. Allow that to be a dance. Be there. Check what is happening always with yourself and with the other person. How does it feel? What is your opinion? What do you say about that? And please breathe. What do you feel about that? Instead of being focused on the other person, or next to being focused, let's say, next to acknowledging the other person, acknowledge the space, acknowledge the chord that is being created. The second thing is appreciate. Appreciate whatever is coming. With the limitation or with the gift, have some appreciation. What is coming through the one that is with you? Whatever comes, if you stay there without expectations and without demands, whatever comes is valuable for you. Appreciation is another level of gratitude. Gratitude just takes in, it's not just, gratitude takes in whatever is being offered. Appreciation is the ability to take it in and to do something with it. To honor the fact that something was shared with you. And appreciate what you are able to share in the rhythm that you are able to share. Appreciate that as well. Because love chords are valuable as gold. Love chords are so supporting, so nourishing. Someone was saying trust, and I would say something a little bit, I'd like you to see it in the other way around. Trust is being built when the love chords are there. Contemplate about it. Of course, we can talk about the egg and the chicken, etc., but also contemplate on the other option. Trust is being built when the love chords run and exchange beautiful energies. Yeah? And then the last thing, and please, I hope you can understand and feel how those things are connected, right? I'm speaking about appreciation. It sounds like respect, and now I'm going to bring on curiosity. Yeah. So for love chords to be connected and to be created, there needs to be some level of curiosity, and curiosity will be the one that will support you to build the cord from you towards someone. And again, it will be a friend, a colleague, your neighbor. Curiosity. For a cord to be created, energy needs to come in, and energy needs to comes out, if we are talking about it again in this limited vocabulary of in and out, in this limited, how would I say, diagram of life, in and out. Okay, excuse me, but please take that and see, next to so many things that you can do, feel how curiosity allows a cord to build up. It is like a type of a sacred Merkaba, yeah, a sacred vehicle that has no demands and is gradually and almost, we can say, effortlessly carrying your energies towards that which is in your presence. And please breathe. Curiosity will not only support you to get to know more the one that is in front of you and in your presence. Curiosity will also give you the gift to relate to your feelings and sensations in a non-dogmatic way. And please breathe. Instead of getting together and being focused on being together and what will happen and how it will happen and if it will work and if it will not work and can I get what I want to get and should we sign a certain contract or not sign a certain contract, curiosity, of course, will support you reaching out, but it will also support you to be attentive towards what that makes me feel. I remember there's something that one of my it was a client of mine. She was my Healy. I think we were working together for maybe a year or something, many years before. And she was a beautiful person. Beautiful, beautiful, physically, emotionally, just beautiful person. And she met someone. And she was with him for a certain period of time. And then she said a very simple sentence, yet the download, the charge of that sentence was so rich. And she said, "He makes me see my beauty. He makes me feel my beauty." What is happening to you in a certain connection is super important for the cord to be healthy. Do you feel inspired? Do you feel ignited? Do you feel lethargic? Do you feel that there is hope? Do you feel that there is complexities? And I'm bringing that, I'm really emphasizing it because complex relationship, when someone is not aware of how much he is neglecting himself or himself in a relationship, whether it is male, female, etc., like there's many species, excuse me. So in this relationship where there are complex, there are, you can say, poisoned relationship, addicting relationships that are based on something that not necessarily will allow you to evolve and will support you to be on your path and support you to become the garden of fruits that you are, usually they are being established when you are not paying attention to what is happening inside of you and within you when you are in connection and in relation with that. And please breathe. Beloveds, there's so much to bring forth, and I just cannot believe, because it's like we're done with the time. We're done with the time of that which I chose to dedicate. And that puts me a little bit, as you can see, uncomfortable. I'm moving uncomfortably in my chair because there's a few more things that I wanted to share with you in that. And I need also to respect my boy and my family members that are here. Therefore, I'd like to share a few little things to complete. I hope that the download was nourishing for you, and that it did open some new level of awareness and the importance. Yeah, it feels like 10 minutes, Simon. When the teachings are bypassing space and time, this is, and times, we can also say, this is when it feels like 10 minutes, although 15 minutes shifted. It really reminds me, I allow myself to share a little bit now, because also Smadar, both Smadar and Michael, I don't know if you are still online, it really feels like Circle of Grace. Nunu is here and Teresa is here, and it really feels like the energy of Circle of Grace is here. So wow, I can teach so much more about that, but let me tell you, and Darshana, yeah, let me tell you what you can find in your email. And one is, you will find 2 shapes and colors. So 2 colorful shapes. The Circle of Grace, yes. 2 colorful shapes. And those colorful shapes are with more attention and prayer to support you maintaining intimate relationship and opening you up to intimate relationship. One shape is for woman and one shape for feminine and masculine. Let's say there's a feminine shape and a masculine shape. Please. Oh, sweet, I see Michael and Smadar. So feminine shape and masculine shapes are to be used by your gender. If you're feminine, use the feminine. If you're masculine, use the masculine. And in this specific one, I actually do not invite you to use water as you are playing with it, etc. The only thing that I invite you to do is to print it, put it on your altar, and put your photo, entire body photo, with beneath the picture, beneath the geometry. Full body, picture also in color, in your altar, beneath the geometry. That will support you to integrate more the qualities, or the qualities that are being presented through this light language sacred geometry. Make sure that you're using the feminine for yourself, because definitely you do not want to mix genders here, even if you are bisexual, or like, it doesn't, even if you are gay or something like that, it doesn't matter. If you are male, use the male. If you're female, use the female, and play with that only. And another thing that I gave is a 7-shape grid for intimacy. But I find that this grid is not only for intimacy. This grid really can support you establishing and creating healthy love chords. Simply print that and put that in your presence, in your altar, next to your bed, in a place that you can see it and you can feel it, and just, be attentive towards that. It doesn't matter if you are already in intimate relationship, if you wish to establish intimate relationship, if you are just in the completion of a relationship or just starting a relationship. It doesn't matter what is the stage that you are. It really does not matter, because love chords are nourishing, wise, and they grow constantly. If there are complexity in the relationship, that will support it to heal and transform and move forward to the next level. If there is qualities that needs to be established, it will support you. If you're just, this is for those who are starting, if you're not in relationship, it will support you to be in. Yeah, so, and if you are in a long-term relationship and you're already 10 years relationship, use that. It will support you. So we're coming to completion, and those teachings, as I said in the beginning, those teachings are way beyond light language. Light language is giving you the introduction, they're giving you the foundation, we can say, to be able to speak that wisdom, to be able to share that wisdom, and to open up and level up within us and raise our vibrations. So I'm very grateful, because there's a beautiful group of light language class that is building up for February, the 4th of February. We are starting level 1 of light language, and you will learn in level 1 to create color, to create a 7-shape grid. Those are, you will learn how to create a constellation of energies that will really support you to design the way that you would like to participate in life. And it will crack open and break completely. Honestly, it is, without exaggeration, any behavioral patterns and thought forms that you will address with intention. So things that you have lived like for many years will be open to transform and even to transmute, while you will be consciously praying for a complete new way and a complete new thing to emit into life and into your life. So this will happen in light language level 2 and in level 1, and in level 2 we're learning more complex geometries, more rich geometries that can bring the qualities of all the elements that are the building blocks of what you name as reality, what you see as the manifested world. And with it, we also learn shapes that are bringing the exchange, the interface between us and the superior consciousness, the consciousness that knows it all, the consciousness that created it all. And you will learn how to create prayer that leads to manifestation in a linear time. So you will be able to pray. I love to use the word pray, but you design, that could be another way. You intentionally design a certain experience that you're ready to go through and evolve with, or through, better to say. Yeah, so you can work on your self-esteem. You can work on creating intimate relationship with your life partner. There's so many things that can be prayed with, healing relationship with family members, and many other things. So please go and check or DM me to have an information about light language initiation in February. I will be meeting you tomorrow for the last ultimate and hopefully the most high live light sessions tomorrow. Thank you, everyone. I see that the Instagram closed down, and I'd like to share my gratitude for those of you who participated. Thank you, I love you, and I look forward to being your present more. Have a blissful afternoon.